Hey there, Internet. To my left is probably Jake.
And on my right is probably NIall.
And you're about to get a face full of the Readiness Report.
So we're bringing this episode to you from our super secret bunker.
Why? Because if we went into work, we'd have to work. But I'm pretty excited about this one, Jake.
Why is that?
Because we're doing giant robots.
I dig giant robots. Oh, Battletech. Only took them 2 years to get it out.
Yeah, about time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, let's crack this open. So we have the new introductory box set here. Got the Atlas on it this time.
Yeah, instead of the old hammer hands.
Right? Or, you know, my personal favorite, the Warhammer, but they can't use that box cover anymore.
No.
Alright, so first thing you see on top is the catalog for Catalyst games, and Catalyst catalog. Quick start rules for the game. In here, you've got basics on movement, combat, rolling dice, in case you're unaware of how that's done, how damage is recorded, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Then there is a nice big poster-sized map here of the inner sphere.
And all the different factions.
All the different factions as well. Because despite what the video games might have you believe, this game is not all about the clans.
No.
Alright, next is the introductory rulebook. Now, it says introductory rulebook, but this is a full rulebook for the game.
So it functions just like the real one.
Yeah, I mean...
all the stuff in this box you can play with this.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Next, we've got some mech stat sheets. It's got these ones here with the 3D rendered mechs and tanks are for the quick start rules, and then you get into the full mech stat sheets that have the critical hit tables and everything after that.
Okay.
And then going through, it ends... at the end, it has the Mad Cat and Battlemaster that it came with as extras, in addition to all the Inner Sphere stuff, all the normal Inner Sphere stuff.
Cool.
How the core rulebooks work. So basically, it lays out from here where you need to go as far as getting the technical readouts, the full rulebook. And then the additional ones like strategic operations and things like that. Painting and tactics guide. We're still not entirely sure what they're using the floor wax for, but
no.
You know, it actually does give some pretty helpful tips in here as far as painting the mechs in the box go.
And as my favorite is always the pictures in here because they make some very good mechs.
Yeah, and it has as well as some tactics basics as far as
mechs that are in this box.
Yeah, how they're best utilized.
My favorite.
Inner Sphere at a glance. If you don't know much about the Battletech lore, this is actually a really handy book.
Yeah, very helpful tool.
Yeah, it goes over the wars and Star League and everything, and them going off because the Inner Sphere is a bunch of bickering fools.
Yep. Yeah, when I was first getting into Battletech, this helped explain a significant part of the game.
Yeah, and Battletech has been going on for near 30 years. It's developed a huge amount of story behind it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't know it, it actually goes through chronologically.
Everything.
Everything important that happened, what the Inner Sphere looks like, how it's divided up, whenever there's a significant change. And then it goes over all the different houses. And then mercenary units as well, additional powers. A little bit about the clans.
Yeah.
And then going over about mech warriors and the fluff kind of behind them, how the mechs work. And then it goes into some backstory on the mechs themselves.
Yeah.
So, like I said, very, very handy book if you don't know much or anything about the lore of Battletech. Next are some quick reference tables. So the missile tables, the
modifiers.
Hit location charts, the to hit modifiers, movement modifiers, things like that on these. And I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but these are really thick.
Much thicker than the old one.
Yeah, these are really thick. I'm very, very pleased with the quality that these ended up at.
Yeah.
So next are the hex maps. It's the same hex maps that came in the last one. That are the hard board that they've been doing their maps out of lately.
Yeah.
Which is much better than the old paper maps.
I'll say. Still good quality on these.
Yep. And these maps are double-sided.
Oh, roadmap like the old one.
Yep. So, again, it's the same maps as the last introductory box set, but you know, they are very high quality.
Yeah.
All right. Now,
a couple dice.
2 dice of questionable quality. They're not the best.
This is what I get the box for.
In here, we've got a couple of multi-part plastic mechs. You have the Mad Cat and the Battlemaster. Now these replace the Summoner and the
Thor
Loki?
and the Loki.
Yeah, the Thor and the Loki from the last introductory box set.
These are the best sculpts in this box, by far.
Yeah, they're definitely some really good sculpts. We'll show them to you assembled later on in the video, but these actually came out really well.
Yeah.
And the real reason everyone is interested in this box set,
all the other mechs. Yep.
24 Inner Sphere Battlemechs. That's 2 companies of Battlemechs in this box. And they are all Inner Sphere mechs, which I don't have a problem with that.
No. They're all still good.
And there's a lot of the iconic ones in here. You have the Atlas, the Banshee, the Catapult,
the Assassin,
the Jenner. It's such a stupid looking mech, but it is in there. It is considered a classic.
Yep.
So yeah, there's
my favorite, the Awesome.
It's pretty awesome.
It's pretty awesome.
All right, but yeah, so those are the mechs. We'll show you in a bit the mechs themselves, so you can get a better look at that. So these are all the battle mechs that come in the new introductory box set. 26 mechs in total, 24 single pose
hard
plastic mechs, and 2 multi-part hard plastic mechs, the Mad Cat and the Battlemaster. 2 pretty iconic mechs. You may notice on the current Battletech logo, it has the Battlemaster on the far right, and on the previous one, it had the Mad Cat on the far right.
Mm-hmm.
They're very iconic mechs, and they make a lot more sense to have in the introductory box set than the Loki and the Thor. But some things we noticed right off the bat with these mechs.
On the Mad Cat.
The Mad Cat looks good.
Wow.
It looks really good.
Exceptionally well done.
You can see all 20 missiles on the LRM-20s on each side. The lines are clean. You know,
I can see where the catapult or the cockpit is.
Yeah, I mean it's marked out very well. The Battlemaster, same thing. You know, it looks really good. You can see all the guns. The cockpits are very well defined on these mechs.
Yeah, the catapult has 2 LRM-15 missile pods. I can see each individual tube.
Yeah, I mean they did a good job on these battle mechs. They do look really good. I'm very pleased with it.
Yeah. So we selected a few of the mechs from the old set to compare to this new set. Starting in the top left, you'll see the catapult. In the center, the Enforcer On the far right, the Clint. On the bottom left, the Zeus. And on the bottom right, you'll see several of the grasshoppers.
Yeah, so for the grasshopper, we have the one from the last box set, which I had primed mine white and then proceeded to not paint it. Then the one from the current box set, and on the far right is the old Ralpartha figure for it. So you can see the comparison between the plastic figures and the metal figures. You'll notice they're still a little bit smaller than the metal versions.
There's always some shrinkage with plastic.
The metal ones are definitely bulkier than the plastic ones. That being said, the new plastic ones anyway, still look really good. To give you an example, one thing that's plagued Jacob ever since that last box set came out, take a look here at the missile pods on the catapult. Jacob?
So I can see all 15 missile racks, like we said earlier. One thing that you might not notice is on the old one, the nose is like level with the ground. I always thought that was kind of funny. The new one kind of dips its head a little more. I think that looks a little bit better.
Yeah, and in addition, I mean, there's just general quality, huge quality differences. If you look here at the Zeus, you'll see a couple of huge holes in the shoulders of this thing.
Just random holes.
Yeah. There's another one on the old grasshopper, right below the weapon in its chest. And then in general, there's mold lines on the old ones. There's a huge loss of detail on a lot of them.
Yeah. These new ones look a lot better. They all kind of share a similar pose, though.
Well, they are all supposed to be the same pose. The previous box set, the reason you end up with quote-unquote different poses was that the softer plastic would warp in the box, which, similar thing is what plagued the old D&D miniatures and things like that. It's just this soft plastic, and it bends very easily. The new ones, though, they don't seem to have that problem.
No, I like this new hard plastic.
Yeah, they're all in a pose that seems like what they're supposed to be. The light mechs in the old box set were particularly bad. I remember this. My spider was like doing the limbo or something.
Yeah, not quite sure what. And then I think my commando was like trying to scratch his foot for some reason.
Yeah, I mean it was pretty bad in the last one, but this new one, they look significantly better. Just in general, better quality. The lines are cleaner. The mold lines are cleaner.
Got way more detail.
Way more detail. You can see all the missile pods. You can see the bores on the guns. You can make out all the individual weapons in the chests, things like that. So, just generally all around much better quality mechs. I'm very, very pleased with how this came out.
Yeah, me too. So, NIall, after waiting 2 years for the new introductory box set, what did you think?
I gotta say, I'm actually really pleased with it. I think it was worth the wait. While they ironed out their horrendous mold issues from the last one.
Yeah, miniatures look much better.
I mean, for the long time with the last introductory box set, I kind of looked past the low quality because it was so many mechs for so cheap.
Yeah.
But man, looking back at it, I don't know how I put up with it, honestly.
No, this new one blows the old ones out of the water.
Yeah, it is so much better. Anything that's not an improvement in this box set is of the same quality as the previous one, because not everything really needed to be improved. I mean, the maps were of very high quality before, and they still are.
Yeah.
The rule book's still good, of high quality.
All the quick
reference stuff. Yeah, the Innisphere at a glance. The poster material, the paper the poster comes on could be a little thicker. We almost tore it when we were unfolding it earlier.
Yeah.
But other than that, everything in here was really good. The quick reference charts, all the hit locations and stuff, much thicker quality. And I know you had a problem with your last one where the lamination was peeling up, right?
Yeah, out of the box.
Out of the box, it was like half peeling up. I haven't heard of anyone having that problem with this one. Mine's not having that problem. But we'll see as we go along if that is an issue still. But they are definitely thicker than the last one. They make a satisfying warble sound when you mess with them. But overall, everything in this box is generally an improvement. The dice are still of questionable quality, but They're basic.
It gives you an option to play out of the box.
Yeah, basic white D6s. But yeah, I really like this box. I'm really pleased with the way it came out. Even if they don't have the, in my opinion, superior artwork of the Warhammer from ages ago. But no, can't use that artwork. That's the kind of thing that gets game studios closed down. So
Funny thing about lawsuits.
yeah, right. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this look at the new introductory box set from Battletech. If you want to see more videos like it, click subscribe below so you can be notified when we post new videos, and you can see the other videos we have there.
Also follow us on Twitter at Shop of Magic. Check us out on Facebook and Google+.
Also check out our website for events and articles on the latest gaming industry news. These robot nuts.